Starting this comparison with video samples should tell you where I think lies the biggest difference between the iPhone 12 and Mi 11. Yes, there are other areas where these differ greatly, but not as drastically as they do in the way they perform in the camera department. And I'll get into this area in more detail later on in the video comparison. Priced quite similarly, both the Mi 11 and iPhone 12 represent a section in the smartphone market which has become, in my opinion, one of the most exciting. These entry-level flagships offer their respective audiences specs which are both compelling and exciting. Naturally, let's compare the displays first on both these phones. On one hand, you have a seemingly weaker screen in the iPhone 12 with its mere 60Hz refresh rate, which is an OLED. On the other hand, the Mi 11 celebrates multiple innovations with its also OLED 120Hz 1440p FHD plus almost edge-to-edge panel. To me, visually, the iPhone gets brighter outdoors. However, the Mi 11 just looks better. This time, Xiaomi seemed to have corrected the white balance with the Mi 11, and this completes a delicious display package as the Xiaomi may just have the best bang for buck display in this price category. Although the iPhone 12 has improved with the flatter edges and slightly thinner bezels, but these slight differences are not enough for me to even consider the iPhone in the battle for the best display amongst these two smartphones. Therefore, an early point for the best screen goes to the Xiaomi Mi 11. Now, with one vital area decided, it's time to focus, excuse the pun, on another crucial element on any modern premium smartphone, the cameras. I've already shown you a part of these video samples, and here's some of the other parts. The biggest indicator which makes the iPhone 12's recording a clear winner is all the things that are right versus some of the things that are not. For example, there's better vibrancy, detail and accurate saturation in this video than there is in the Mi 11 sample. I must say though, the Xiaomi phone handles the background exposure better whilst also having a more true to life look. Yet I have to give this portion of the points to the iPhone 12 as for me, visually it records the better looking video. How about the still shots? Well, to put it simply, the Mi 11 puts up a good fight, and why shouldn't it? It has a technically more capable 108 megapixel rear sensor. However, apart from the portrait shots, the iPhone 12's photo samples indicate quite clearly that its post-image processing has the Mi 11 beat rather convincingly. HDR, which is high dynamic range, is even more advanced on the 2020 iPhone, giving most of the pictures from the iPhone 12 a more balanced look in settings that occupy a lot of different colors and brightness levels. This overall suggests to me that the iPhone 12 is the better phone in the camera department. So tied at 1 point each, let's discuss design on both these entry-level flagship smartphones. The Mi 11 has an aesthetically tidier finish overall, with its button placement being placed only on the right, leaving the entire left side practically empty. I personally like this, although I am right-handed, so I can see how this may pose a problem for those that are left-handed. The width of the phone is just about okay, as the hold on the device is very much manageable for my average-sized hands. The device is fairly light as well for its size, and given all the things on board, that's very much a good thing. Going over to the iPhone 12 and straight away it feels like the more polished device. The flat edges and aluminium side rails combined with the fairly glossy back gives off an impression that this is the more thought out device in terms of design. The button placement is perhaps a little more practical as well for right and left hand users. This is a classic iPhone design built around the modern era of smartphones. My only gripe is the fact that over long durations the corners of the phone may start to poke into your palms. So if you haven't already guessed, I'm giving this point to the iPhone 12 due to its thinner and lighter body, which looks the more stylish amongst these two phones. On a side note guys, this section is very much subjective, so you may much prefer the Mi 11's design. Therefore, let me know in the comments if that's the case and we can discuss this further. My overall user experience with these two phones has differed a lot, mainly due to my preference of Android's software. Having said that though, I can confirm that the A14 on the iPhone really makes you complete multiple tasks at an excitingly efficient rate. But not all people multitask on their phones. Instead, they like a customizable experience. This is where the Xiaomi Mi 11 feels and looks the more advanced device out of these two phones. A simple pinch on the screen opens up an array of possibilities. You can customize your widgets and wallpapers and even have your home screen looking like this. Clean. This way the actual wallpapers you choose are not covered up by multiple icons that just get in the way. But once again, this aspect of a phone is very much a preference thing. How do you like your home screen to be? And do you agree with my take on the cluttered look that iOS still poses? Let me know with a comment below. I'm going to mention the Snapdragon 888 processor as it deserves addressing, particularly on this phone. The Mi 11 became the first smartphone to have this processor inside, and trust me when I say this, it's overkill on this phone. Simple tasks like scrolling and surfing the web are smooth, but I think that's the 120Hz refresh rate coming into play. However, to my disappointment, the more high-intensive tasks such as taking a picture or going in and out of zoom ranges in the camera app can come across noticeably slower than the iPhone 12. So as this is a comparison, the overall user experience is substantially better on the iPhone 12. Now for the results. Simply put, the iPhone 12 beats the Xiaomi Mi 11, and to be honest, I'm not surprised. What did surprise me though is how competitive this Mi 11 was, and I think its older brother, the Mi 11 Ultra, will become one of the most exciting phones of 2021. Xiaomi are going in the right direction with their recent phones, that's for sure. Thank you for watching, guys. Remember, subscribe for more exciting upcoming tech content like this. That's it from me, and that's it from this video. I'll see you guys in the next tech moment.